Hi, Jack Canfield here, and I'm here with Eram Saeed, who is a very dynamic and passionate woman. I love, we've been talking off camera, I've gotten to know you a little bit. And she is the host and the creator of these global telesummits called From Heartache to Joy, which I think so many people need to make that journey. So I'm glad to have you with us here today. And you say your passion is for showing people that there are great tools and options for people facing challenges in life. So what started you doing telesummits? I'm curious how you got into this and what motivated you to do that.
Absolutely, and that's thank you for having me, Jack. First of all, it's a great question. I usually, on my shows, I tell people that I'm a product of telesummits myself, because a few years ago when I was going through my own very, very dark night of the soul, I was very depressed. Things were just falling apart. My whole life actually was falling apart around me. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't have any answers. There were so many questions. And somebody directed me to a telesummit at that time. And through that, I got connected to other telesummits. And I heard people like yourself talking about these principles that I had no clue about before that. These concepts that perhaps the challenge that you're going through could be a hidden opportunity for transformation. And the brilliant thing was that all this information was available for free, because these telesummits offer free interviews with people like yourself, luminaries and teachers from around the world. So I used to listen to these types of calls for 4 to 5 hours a day. I became addicted I became a telesummit junkie. But I didn't know at that time that was actually a good thing. And it slowly and gradually completely changed my life. And I learned these amazing tools and methods that you have available that most people don't know about. So that's just created this passion in me. When I got an opportunity one day to learn how to create a telesummit myself, I just jumped at the opportunity, invested my bottom dollar and learned how to do this. And today I'm so fulfilled. Can't even tell you how much joy it brings me to be able to get this message to people.
I want to follow up on one thing you said. You said it helped me realize that these challenges we're going through are actually, I forget the word you used, but gifts, or there's something in it.
Hidden opportunities.
Hidden opportunities.
Yes.
Talk about that a little more.
Well, you know, this is what most people feel, most people face, that when they are going through a transformation, when they're going through a life event, which happens to pretty much all of us, they see it as a problem. They see it as a challenge. Maybe it is devastating, which it was for me as well. And we are only focused on what we are losing, not realizing that this is actually a phase where our higher self or God or whoever you believe in is letting us see the opportunity to move into the next phase. There are always gifts hidden behind that challenge. And you just have to seek. You just have to ask the question, what is behind this challenge? And there are lots of tools available today to actually accomplish that.
Oh, very good. Very good. Now, I noticed on your website you have a lot of testimonials and people that have gotten great value from your teleseminars. I'd be curious to know maybe one or two of your stories about that.
Of course.
But why do you think a teleseminar is so powerful? I mean, it's like it's just you're on the phone listening, and yet there's transformations occurring.
Oh, of course. I can tell you about my telesummit in particular. Because I used to be on the other end of the phone lines myself, I know exactly what those people are going through. They're there for answers. They want to know how to go through this particular problem, how to solve that particular issue, or how to get past a particular block. So we pick our speakers very carefully. We want to bring people that have solutions to those kinds of problems. That's number one. And then the second thing we're very careful on is during the call, we try to bring out as much information as we can from that kind of a teacher during that free call, so that people can gain as much as possible from those free tools. So I have had testimonials where somebody wrote to us just recently, actually, about an energy healer that you also know well. We've talked about her. And she was on my show, and she did an energy clearing. And somebody listening on the phone lines reported back that she had been trying to get pregnant for years, and she hadn't. But listening to that one clearing, she knew that something shifted. And then within days, she was pregnant, and she was very excited about that. And of course, I hear stories like that every day, and they're just so gratifying. They're just amazing. There was another lady that wrote in about she had constant migraine headaches for decades, and she had tried everything possible, not knowing that it was connected to this abuse that she had suffered when she was a child. So she did a forgiveness exercise on the call with the speaker, and soon enough, her migraine was gone and never returned.
So a lot of these calls, there's actual processes and techniques that people are actually doing right on the call, and people are
Yes.
getting healings right on the call.
Yes.
That's fabulous. Well, good
It
for
is
you.
amazing. Yes.
So if people want to learn more about how to take your teleseminars, what would they do? Where do they go?
They simply have to go to fromheartachetojoy.com, www.fromheartachetojoy.com, and it's free. They just opt in, give us your name and email address. You'll get a ton of free gifts that you can start using right away, and then you'll get the calls.
Wow, free.
Free.
It's a good price.
Absolutely.
So I encourage you to do that. I've been spending a little time with you, and I know how passionate and committed you are to making a difference. And there's no reason anymore for anyone not to get what they need, because there's so many resources available, and yours is one of the best ones out there. So from heartache-to-joy.com. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, and we'll see you guys after the break.